Hello students, welcome back to our video. So in the last video we were discussing about the functions of bank. In that we saw that there are two types of functions of bank, main functions and subsidiary functions of bank. So we completed the main functions of bank in detail. So now let's start with the subsidiary functions of bank. So in that the first is to look after the financial transactions of the owner of the customer. So a bank has mainly two types of customers. First is depositor and the borrowers. Second is borrowers. So there are two types of customers for bank. First is depositor and the borrower. Such customers do their financial transactions through bank. When a customer writes a check in favor of other person, then the money is paid to that person by the bank on behalf of the person who has written the check. In the same way, when a person receives a check from the other person, the bank collects money from the person who has written the check on the behalf of the person who has received the check. So in present time, a bank performs different tasks on behalf of the customer, such as payment of electricity bills and phone bills, insurance premium, and to transfer money from one account to another account, etc. So the first subsidiary function of bank is to look after the financial transactions of the customers. Nowadays, bank pays the electricity bill, phone bills, insurance premium on behalf of the customers. So the first function, subsidiary function of the bank, is to look after the financial transactions of the customers. Second is to do transactions associated with foreign exchange. Nowadays, import and export business is done compulsorily through bank. Foreign exchange is required for import-export business. The bank, which has obtained permission from the central bank, performs the task related to foreign exchange and provides services and receives the documents related to foreign trade. So nowadays, import and export business is compulsorily done through the bank. Now the third is to issue letter of credit. Letter of credit is a letter written by one bank addressed to the other bank. The bank ensures the payment of certain amount and at certain time by the person mentioned in this letter. The bank collects certain deposit from the respected person before issuing the letter of credit, or the bank gets a guarantee of the same amount. The amount mentioned in the letter of credit is paid at fixed time to the person to whom the bank has insured the same. Thus, the letter of credit makes the accounting transactions trustworthy. The bank earns income in the form of commission by offering this service. So, another subsidiary function of bank is to issue the letter of credit. Then the next is to issue traveler's check. In present time, more and more people have started traveling. People have started getting traveler's check in order to prevent themselves in losing their cash or getting it stolen during their travel within country or abroad. The holder of the traveler's check can withdraw money through the check from another outstation bank or from a foreign bank branch by signing as per his specimen signature. This check is very reliable and transferable. The use of traveler's check has decreased as the facility of ATM has become widespread. Now this next service function of bank is to service of demand draft. Demand draft is a check written by a bank in favor of a branch of the same bank. The name of the person is mentioned in the demand draft and an order is issued to pay the amount to the person whose name is written on the draft. Draft is a secure medium which sending money to a person or a firm. The person or the firm desirable to send money fills in a certain form and requests the bank to issue the draft. On the basis of this request, the bank writes the name of the receiver of the money on the draft and orders its branch or its associated bank to pay the amount. The sender pays the bank not only the amount mentioned in the draft but also the commission for the same. If the bank issues such draft which can be encashed in its own city, then it is called pay order. So the main function, or we can say the subsidiary function, is to service of demand draft. Now the next function is to provide information related to credit of a person associated with the bank. So the bank does frequent financial transactions on the basis of which the bank is well aware of the financial capabilities of its customers. Any firm or institute considers the information provided by a bank more reliable in such dealing where credit transactions is required and the firm or the institute wants to check reliability of other firm or institute. The bank issues solvency certificate for the same. Now, the next function is to provide service as an underwriter. When a company comes to the market for collection of capital, it always has a fear whether it will get the amount for the issue or not. The company finds difficult to run the business if it does not get the minimum amount. At this time, the bank ensures full or minimum amount of subscription. In case of receiving less application amount as compared to underwriting by bank, that amount will be subscribed by bank by way of buying securities. And the last function. So the last function, subsidiary function of bank, is to provide other related services such as ATM, Demat, safe deposit vault. The bank also provides its customers the facilities like ATM, Demat and safe deposit vault. In addition to this, it also provides facilities of credit card and debit card to the customers. So these were the following subsidiary functions of bank. Now let's next topic is types of bank account. So we would be stopping here. In the next video we will continue with the types of bank account and the services provided by the bank. So if you have any questions or any doubts, please feel free to comment below the video. Thank you.